In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the coolant temperature sensor on this Audi S4. This is going to be located on the back side of the engine block. Let's get into it. Now you want to grab the engine cover and just pull straight up. There's just grommets holding it on. Now we're going to loosen up the worm clamp here. Use a straight blade screwdriver. Pop that off right there. And there's a worm clamp on the throttle body. You want to loosen that up. Use a straight blade screwdriver. Now, before we take that off, there's a hose right here with a clamp. You're going to have to take that hose off. And just to take this clamp off, you're going to have to spread it. You can use a pick like this, or get in there with a small straight blade screwdriver and just try to spread that apart. Or even just cut it and use a new style clamp, a worm style clamp. And just move that out of the way. I'm just going to use a trim tool and just pry this off. You can use a pick if you need to. Just pull it off the hose. Pop that off out of the way. And just grab the snorkel, pop that off the throttle body. Just using the trim tool to just break it free. And pull that off. Now this hose that goes across the top, there's some retainers. You're going to pop those out just so we can move that hose out of the way. Another one right here. Let's pull that out of the way. Now I'll use a straight blade screwdriver, loosen up this clamp here. And pull this off over here. I can move this out of the way. Now you can just move this hose out of the way so you can reach around it. We're going to move this completely where the T is. I'm going to disconnect the hose from this lower hose. There is one of those clamps that you have to spread, and the clamp is on the back side where it is squished together. So I'm just going to use a pick. And just like the other one, just push down on this and just spread it. We're going to end up using a different style clamp when it goes back together. Sometimes these clamps break. It's just easier to replace them with a worm style clamp. There you go. I'll separate that hose. And we'll just feed that to the other side. And just move it out of the way. You can see down here, this is where the sensor is. That's the connector right there. It's a little bit tricky to see from this angle, but we're going to reach down there and disconnect it. Now I'm just going to use a pick. You can get in here and try to release the tab on the connector. There we go. And just push the connector off. Pull that off. Set that to the side. You can see where the retainer is that holds it in. Let's just use a pick. Just try to pull that retainer out, the clip out. You're just going to push that or pull that to the side. And you want to make sure you do this when the engine's cold. Don't do this while there's pressure in the coolant system. Get in there. Just broke, that's okay. We have a new one. Just gonna take the bottom part out that broke. I'm just gonna push it down. Now we'll just get the new sensor ready. I'm just gonna take a thin coat of silicone or dielectric grease, put it on the O-ring. There we go. Because we wanna do this quick. I'm gonna reach down there, have a drain bucket underneath, and you're gonna pull the sensor out. Just wiggle that. back and forth. I'm going to use a pair of needle nose pliers just to make it a little easier. Just grab the sensor and wiggle it out. Make sure the O-ring comes off with the sensor. Reach in there, pull the O-ring out. You're going to lose some coolant. If you need to, use a pick. Pull the O-ring out. There it is. Yeah, take the new sensor. Get this lined up. You can twist it once it's in there if you need to. In the right place, I'll just twist it so the connector is going to line up with the lock on the top how it was. Now that's pushed all the way in, the O-ring's on there. Now we're going to take the clip. I'll be careful with the clips, they are pretty fragile, so you want to make sure you get it lined up correctly. Get that in the slot. You want to make sure the sensor's all the way pushed down before you push the clip on. It's like you have to get it in at a certain angle. Try going up and down with it. There it is. It's set. And reach for the connector. Only goes on one way. There we go. Lock it down. Now I'm going to take a new hose clamp, go over that hose. I can run this hose back the way it was, around the tube. Push that on. All right, that's all the way down. All right, get that clamp in the right spot. Now I'm just going to tighten that down. Snug that down. And we have this other clamp. Slide that onto the valve cover. Now snug that down. Give it a wiggle. That's good. Now take the snorkel. Get this lined up. Push that in position. And we're going to put a new hose clamp on here. Get that lined up. Push that on. Right, that looks good. Now we'll just tighten down the hose clamp. And just snug that down. That's good. And we'll tighten down the other hose clamps. Snug that down. And this one right here. Snug it down. Now take the reservoir cap off for the coolant. Just twist that off. And I'll just use a funnel. You want to use the appropriate type of coolant, 50-50 mix. And fill off the reservoir. You can see where the max line is. You want to fill it up to about that line. The coolant's going to go down a little bit. Just keep topping it off. Even if you go a little bit over the max line for now, and you want to start the engine, let it run, put the cap on. After the engine runs for about 15-20 minutes and the engine's all warmed up, you want to shut the vehicle down, let it cool, and adjust the level accordingly. I take the engine cover, get the grommets lined up, push it in place.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.